Let's make sure that we got this good old volume up. Yes, we do. We gonna run this play. Hey, Donna, I appreciate you jumping in. Easy? I hope I said 12. Hey, appreciate you jumping in. Come on, folks. Y'all come on in the room. We gonna get started. We're gonna get a few more. Brother Bibb, I appreciate you jumping in. Come on in, folks. Come on in. It is Wednesday. Come on in. Come on in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to let a few more folks get on in the room. Let that live get out there. Let the live get to circulating. Let some folks get on in. Get on in. Helen Moore, I appreciate you jumping in. Y'all come on in the room. Y'all know what we talking about. We talking all things narcissism. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to let some more folks get in the room. Pedro, Ralph, appreciate y'all jumping in. We're going to let some more folks get in the room before I start running. Sean, I see you. Appreciate you coming in. Christelle J, I see you. Okay. We're going to let a couple more seconds, folks. I can't even say your name. Begins with a K, but I appreciate you jumping in. Bridget, I see you. Come on in. All right, y'all. We going live and direct. Y'all know who it is, but if you don't know, my name is Leo. I'm a certified life coach, certified transformation coach. I help people heal who are in and trying to leave the narcissistic relationship. And I help the narcissist heal, which some folks find that kind of crazy. But guess what? I'm still healing from narcissism, and I help the narcissist heal. Because, folks, guess what? It is a journey. Now, look, folks, let me put some things out there in the streets real quick. This is purely entertainment. Take what you need, put in your pocket, the rest, throw it away. Let me put this out here, admin note. Folks, for those of you that in a physically abusive relationship, you in a mentally abusive relationship, folks, go get yourself a professional. Go get yourself a clinician. Go get yourself a bona fide therapist. I help people heal on a holistic level. Again, holistic. When folks come to me, I join your team. We collaborate together. I facilitate you through your healing process so that you can walk away and you can do what I'm doing, telling people your story. Because like I said, in the pain, there's always the best stories. Star, I appreciate you jumping in. I can't even say it, Hassan. I can't even say it. I appreciate you jumping in, Sherry jumping in. Look, folks, let's talk. We're going to talk a few things. I'm going to jump around, but I'm going to try to tie in if anybody's familiar with the 7 Hermetic principles. Now, I'm not going to make this so deep to where it's over somebody's head, because if you've never heard of the 7 Hermetic principles, and if you just oblivious to narcissism, I'm going to make this so easy, I will understand it. Now, folks, share this live. Follow me, folks. Go look at these videos. I'm very transparent in what I talk about. Today, we talking about why the narcissist attracted you. I started this conversation on Monday. I'm going to keep this conversation going today because I'm going to throw in some more things. We ask ourselves the questions, right? Because we like to stay in the victim thought process. Oh, man, I'm with a narcissist. They did everything to you, but you stay there. Why do you stay there? Why do you stay there when you have a choice? Folks, we all have a choice in this lifetime, right? Unless somebody put it just forcefully got a gun to you, and I hope that never happens to you, then I got it. I see why. But you still have the power to walk away from anything. You have the power to walk away from anything that you don't want to be a part of. So that's why I'm sitting up here and I'm educating you on narcissism. Because some of us, we're oblivious. We'll get on social media. We'll stay right there with the pity party what social media put out there. I'm going to tell you, social media will have the narcissist seem like it's an uncurable disease. You talking to somebody who was an extreme narcissist. Not a malignant, but I was extreme. But I was extreme in the fact that I was the master manipulator. I manipulated many, 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 many women. I promise you that. This ain't nothing for me to brag on. This making me transparent. This ain't me sitting down here saying I'm holier than thou, because I'm not. What I'm sitting here saying is I'm going to take all my experiences, all my wisdom, everything I've learned, being on my healing journey, starting from the time I got divorced and everything to where we sitting here right now. I'm going to give it to you, folks. But, folks, let me tell you, it is a choice. It's a choice that you live with every day. A choice you live with every day. I seen somebody in there that I recognize. Hey, y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. For those who don't know me, my name is Leo, certified life coach, certified transformation coach. I help people heal. Hey, D. Edwards, sis, I see you. I see you, ma'am. I see you. I help people heal who are trying to leave and getting out that narcissist relationship, and I help the narcissist heal. Look, folks, I talk about the empath and the narcissist relationship, but I'm going to talk about everybody's relationship with a narcissist. I will say this, and I will say this 1,000 times because it's pure facts. A kid, a child, a baby is not born a narcissist. You come into a narcissistic environment. Again, take what you need, put in your pocket. The rest, throw it away. The TikTok police is chasing me. I know they chasing me. Everything that I'm talking about right now is purely entertainment. Reach, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. But I'm here to tell you, folks, look, we sit here and we think that everything is just it. It is cut dry. Narcissism, cut dry. A narcissist will never change. You're looking at one. You're looking at one. And some of us, we stay oblivious to educating ourselves about a lot of things. You can sit up there and you hear the stories already. You hear about somebody who may have been incarcerated for a long time, right? They come back, they become a minister or whatever they do. You see it. The only issue is if you're the person that keeps them in that situation, it's no longer the narcissist, the person that did the crime, whatever it is. That's a you problem. You need to go out and heal, and we're going to talk about it in this session right here. Like I'm saying, I've talked about the law of mirrors. I talked about the 12 universal laws. I'm going to tie in the Hermetic principles, the law of mentalism, which is the key of all things. Folks, we think it into existence, and we can think our way out of something. We don't think our way out of it. We stay right there in the pity party. You don't have to stay in the pity party. You can walk yourself right up out. Even when I start hearing about the empath, right? Everybody, well, I'm an empath, I'm an empath, I'm an empath. Empath and narcissist is one in the same. Yeah, you one in the same. I know folks like, oh my God, yeah, you are speaking my language. I know we sitting down there like, oh my God, no, it can't be. He's so bad. Folks, when you start thinking about the law of polarity, which is also the principle of polarity in the 7 Hermetic principles, is just 2 different levels of the pole. You got good and bad. You got light and dark. You got the yin and the yang. You got the sun and the moon. Period, point blank, folks. Period, point blank. Don't sit down there and start thinking, well, the empath is a gift. The narcissist is a gift. You're supposed to learn the lessons. Learn the lessons. But we don't think about the lessons because you know why? We sit here and we will get on social media. And me for one, you know what? I'm going to speak it. I'm going to speak about and I'm going to say it. The late, great Kevin Samuels, I'm going to speak on him right quick, and a couple other brothers. I really can't remember their names. When I came out of my marriage, believe you me, I was looking at the one-sidedness of a lot. I listened to the stuff that pleased me. But something inside me was like, hey, man, why don't you listen to the other side? Don't just stick with the man's point of view. Listen to the woman's point of view also. Folks, we have to evolve. Some of us don't take the time to evolve to learn anything. We will sit there in that madness forever. Some of us may be holding on to anger 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line. Your kids is grown and gone, but you still holding on to the anger that happened to you when you were like 19, 20. Here you is 40, 50, and you still mad at that person way back then. Do you think they thinking about your tail? No, they not. I'm a student of life, always learning, trying to learn. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, folks, let me tell you something. There's nothing greater than when we can pop open and do the research. Social media, and I don't have nothing against social media. Look, social media has helped me out a great deal. But if you sit down there and you don't learn how to change your algorithm in social media to educate yourself, not sit there and keep you in the anger and the misery that goes on out there. Folks, if you ain't trying to learn something every day, if you are not becoming 1% better every day, what are you doing? Life is beautiful. We make life hard. We sit there because, oh my God, I'm with the narcissist. Oh, she took everything. He took everything. She slept with my dude. He slept with all that stuff. Folks, that's supposed to happen. That is the divine order that's supposed to happen. Some of us don't do the research. Well, God don't punish nobody. God is in us and God is all around us. Now, I know, folks, I'm not taking away from nobody's religion. I'm going to kind of rant a little bit, but I'm not taking away from nobody's religion. You in religion? That's great. That's great. I study everything. But at the end of the day, we got to sit down there and start pointing back at us. And that's what we don't do. We sit in the victim. We don't look in the mirror and say, damn, how did I attract that person? Why is that person in my life? This is what life does. Life is cyclic, folks. If you don't get yourself out of the cycle, it's going to keep on looping. Which is what? The law of cause and effect, the principle of cause and effect, which we better known as what? Karma. Some of us will sit here all day long and say, karma is bad. Karma. No, it's not. Karma is only the checks, the balances to the universe. That's basically what karma is. The law of cause and effect, karma, is basically the checks to balances to the universe. If you came here, and some of us don't think this way, like, oh my God, why is this happening? Have you ever thought that grandma, grandpa, great-grand, back in the many hundreds of years ago, could have been a narcissist? Folks, I came into a narcissist family. Karma teach you. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Hey, Sabrina, I see you, Sabrina. I see you. Don't you think that if you came as a baby, because you're not born a narcissist, you come into the narcissist family, you might be the one that says, tag, you with. Your ancestors might be saying, tag, you with. You need to heal this. We need you. And you going through all that ugliness. Folks, all you have to do, if you want good for you, you going to get good. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're going to make a move. Everything mirrors you. Think about it. If you got hood thoughts, you're going to stay in the hood. You want to have millionaire thoughts, millionaire stuff is going to happen to you. It is called the law of mentalism. Taking accountability for your action gives you the power back. Yes, it does, Wendy. Look, folks, let me tell you something. When I learned to accept the fact that I was a narcissist and still healing narcissistic tendencies, when I took accountability and responsibility for what I did in the past, I forgave me, which freed me. And yes, I still suffer with thoughts of some of the stuff that I did to the family. I am a chosen one for the family. It happens. Sometimes we're going to be tagged you with. It stops with you. Folks, 99.9% of us don't think that you got God working with you. For those you know, our ancestors, spirit guides, we know, man, we got a team around us. But folks, at the end of the day, gotta take your power back. Exactly. At the end of the day, it's us. You want to stay in misery, you're going to stay in misery. But when you want better for yourself, Renee, I see you. When you want to take your power back, you will take your power back. Period, point blank. We can sit down there and we can hide behind titles. Well, I'm healed. What's the other one? I'm saved. All this good. But if you ain't did the work, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna keep on attracting the exact same thing. They're only gonna look different. They're gonna dress differently. I promise you that it happened to me. It happened to me, and it's going to happen to you. And until you sit up there and you start doing the work, this was gonna happen. So for those of you who are out there, I'm saved or I'm healed, healing is an ongoing process. Healing is an ongoing process, and that's because, like right now, we in Mercury retrograde. It's going to be ending, I think, by August 10th or whatever. It's bringing up all the old stuff that you need to deal with. You might be around somebody and they get on your nerves. If they triggered you, you got to heal it. Folks, what I'm saying to you in a nutshell is this. Stop sitting there thinking that you got a narcissist in your family that's treating you like crap, or you dating one or whatever it is and they treating you like crap, that you're supposed to sit in victimhood. Start asking yourself. Matter of fact, here's a good one. Whatever you don't like about somebody, start writing it down. Write it down. Man, they get on my nerves. I can't stand the way they chew their food. It's 9 times 10 is you. Let's talk about the law of mirrors. Let's talk about the law of correspondence. As above, so below, as within, so without. Folks, have you heard the thing about trees? As high as the tree is as deep as its roots. I know some of y'all done heard that. Stan, I appreciate you jumping on in. Some of y'all heard that. As high as the tree grows is as deep as the roots. And if you ever heard the term as above, so below, they use the tree 99.9% of the time, the picture of the tree. Think about it. As within, what's in you, so without. Folks, when you start changing this inside of here, your dynamics start changing. Your life start changing until you go in here. But if you sit down there and you always in that social media, oh, I can't stand him, or he a narcissist and all that, and all you do is point the finger and you still hold on to that pain, folks, that's a you situation. I don't care. I get the comments all the time, man. The narc this, the narc this, the narc this. Okay, change you. Matter of fact, Tony Robbins said it best. Tony Robbins said it best. If you want to change, if you want any kind of change in your life, don't try to change the person. It starts with you. But we don't want to look at us because we're scared of us. I'm going to say that again. We are afraid of us. We're the boogeyman. It's not the person outside of you. Let me tell you how beautiful God is, universe, source, and whoever you give reverence to. It gives you what you need, not what you want. You heard this when you start thinking about law of attraction. You start hearing you need to become that in which you want. Folks, you need to become it. You want somebody to be so divine and so heavenly, then you become it. It's not a one-side street. Wendy, if you don't learn the lesson, it gets more intense. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Folks, you got to sit down there and ask yourself the question. And that's a very hard thing. Don't think I was doing that back then. I had a spiritual sister who was telling me, hey, boy, what was the lesson? What was the lesson? I'm like, man, I don't hear nothing about no lesson. I'm going through it. This ain't no overnight game, folks. I promise you, it's not an overnight game. Healing is difficult. To the ones that I'm saved, I'm healed, I'm this, I'm that, heck no, can't be. I ain't never, folks, when you start, you look at some of the most profound people talking on TV shows, whatever, healing is ongoing. Healing is ongoing, folks. But the thing about it is you don't have to live in a state of misery. You don't always have to live in a state of, I just got to heal everything. You don't. Life is beautiful. Take it one day at a time. If something triggers you, work on it. Become a better version of you. If you like to do EFT tapping and all that, do EFT tapping, emotional freedom tapping. It releases that stored energy within you. Believe me, folks, I done did this. Go and do your meditation. Do 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Go walk out in nature. 99.9% of us don't do it. Some of us will go out and we'll get a therapist. I have nothing against therapists. I have nothing against clinicians. I don't know if they treat you holistically. I don't. I talk from the holistic point of view. I'm going to ask you, well, what are you doing? What are you looking at? What are you listening to? What are you eating? How was your childhood? Because everything's going to point right back to the inner child. Everything's going to point right back to your inner child. And some stuff have happened to us as a child that we do not want to talk about. Hey, for those who don't know, my name is Leo, certified life coach, certified transformation coach. I help people heal who are in and trying to leave the narcissist relationship, who left the narcissist relationship, and yes, I help the narcissist heal. Yes, folks, take what you need, put it in your pocket. The rest, throw it away. Purely entertainment. Gotta say it because the TikTok police is watching me, and I know they got the scope on me right now. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's start doing the work. We don't do the work. We want to sit down there and look at the stuff that's popular. Oh man, they got a new TikTok dance. What's a real good one? We'll get stuck chasing money, but we don't chase ourselves. I'm gonna say it again. We'll get stuck chasing money, but we don't chase ourselves. We are afraid of ourselves. We are afraid of our own light. The divine light that you have burning up inside of you, when all you got to do is peel back the layers of that onion, you have a divine light inside of you. Let it shine. Let it shine. Stop hiding behind titles. Again, I'm going to go back to the law of polarity. We got the people like, I'm an empath, I'm an empath. Oh man, the narcissist is the worst thing. You're one and the same on the exact same pole. Just like nature, everything has to balance itself. The empath and the narcissist have one thing in common. They both have childhood wounds. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. People might say, man, the narcissist, they just want to steal your, and you can look at my videos because I talk about the narcissist a whole bunch. But we'll sit down, man, the narcissist, they abused me, they did this, they did that. Okay, what did you learn from that? God don't put nothing in your life unless you have to learn from it. We don't take the time to want to study and learn. We don't want to take the time to go buy a book that's going to help us become better. So for me sitting up here, I'm telling you, period, point blank, stop sitting down there thinking that you got a boogeyman as a narcissist, or woman, whatever it is, and that's the end all be all. Anybody can change. I am walking, living proof that anybody can change. Because I wouldn't be talking this 5 years ago. I wouldn't be talking this 3 years ago. But I'm talking it right now. Look, if you like the live, share this live, and follow me for more. But folks, I'm here to tell you, stop sitting down there and all you want to do is so focus on the bad of a narcissist. Why don't you learn a lesson? You go to, here's a good one. You go to school. We all have been to school. I don't care if it's 2nd grade, 5th grade, or 10th grade. You heard about that hard test that you got to take, that you're afraid to fail. Listen to me. You're afraid to take this test. It might be the last test or the state test, but you're afraid to take it. What do? You start studying for it so that you can pass it. Folks, that's life. That's life. I believe anything can be healed. Yes, indeed. That's life, folks. If you want, man, I see it all the time, man. Even when I went to the oil field, we had to go through all them certifications. I'm a non-swimmer. Do you think that I wanted to go do that helicopter drill in the water? If anybody been in the oil field, you know what I'm talking about. Because I worked in the oil field about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. I'm a non-swimmer. Do you think I want to get in that helicopter, go underwater, and try to get out? No. But I didn't sit on the sideline because I wanted to be in the oil field. That was the obstacle in front of me. I went to a swimming pool to practice with a little bit of swimming I could. And folks, let me tell you, it was very, very, very uncomfortable. But guess what? I'm here today. I passed that. I went, and it's real funny. Because when we went down, my hand was on the thing. I was right by the door. Boom, pushed myself out. Came out of there. The dude, the lifeguard that was in the water, grabbed me, threw my life jacket on, tossed me out. That's the first part. The flipping upside down part, which was the hardest part, I can't even tell you how it happened. I know my ancestors was in that water with me like, we ain't going to let this boy drown today. This boy got work to do. Because I'm telling you, when that joker flipped upside down, I don't even think it got to a good flip. And man, somehow I got that door open. I came up out. The lifeguard was right there. This pinky right here was over here because I had jammed it. I looked at him, popped that joker. I said, man, don't you tell nobody because I ain't coming back. I was done. But do you hear what I'm saying? Even the most difficult situation, and that was the most scariest thing I've been through. I overcame it. Stop sitting there thinking you cannot overcome being in a relationship with a narcissist. You don't have to stay there. We are so afraid to start over. God wants you to start over sometimes when you're in a ugly stuff, when you lost everything. Your pain is when you hold on to it. Let it go. God might have something better for you down the line. I don't care if the house is paid for. I don't care if their name is on it. Whatever it is. Whether it's the car, the kids, whatever. I spoke on one of my videos just doing an ad lib. And it was about a man with a woman. I'm like, dude, you can walk out there. Stop worrying about the child support. God gonna give you the money. We don't think that way. We don't think the universe is gonna grace us with that. We don't think that way. But we'll hold on. We'll fight. We stay in our own misery. I've been down that street. We'll stay in our own misery. Dang, that sounds intense. You grew from your head. Yeah, I had to surrender. Shoot. Got tired of the pain. Look, folks, I'm going to tell you a story real quick. When I worked as a healthcare administrator, and let me tell you, the person who I took over for, very controlling. I attracted that person. The next person come in, which was a CNOIC. I was the healthcare administrator then. This person would always go in my area, go in my business. Folks, I went in there one day, boy, and I was like, I started talking with my hands. I was about to go off because I did not want her in there. Folks, I had to go to my office and sit down and say, why are you trying to control so much? I'm going to say it again. Why are you going there trying to control so much? She's not trying to control what you're doing. Because matter of fact, I spoke to an OG about it who was one of my head bosses. I say, why? He said, if they didn't change nothing, don't worry about it. They might be talking about shopping and stuff, but you got irate. You see how God works. You see how the universe works towards the end, help you get revenue. You see how it works. Because I tried to control something instead of just going with the flow. I didn't submit to being mistreated. I just let go of control. That's what happens to most of us. We want to control so much. I believe I can save them. I can change them. You can't change nobody. Especially empaths. You pay attention to empaths because you always think you can heal and change somebody. That ain't your job. No, no, no. Folks, period. As an empath, look, folks, I claim my dark side a whole lot quicker than I may claim being an empath. Folks, I do feel people's feelings. I can look at somebody's post and know what's wrong with them right off the bat. And it's not me trying to judge them. It's just like, okay, that person's still in pain. I can look at people, they still in pain. I can do it. I don't walk around trying to put a title on myself. My thing is, we're all branches of the same tree. We're all fractals of the all. We all have the exact same power. So why am I going to walk around with a title on my back? The only title I carry is Certified Life Coach. I have to put that out, introduce myself. Certified Life Coach, Certified Transformation Coach. I help people heal. Listen to that word. I help. I help. I help you heal. I assist because I walk down that street. You can't have the testimony without the test. Sometimes your best story is in the pain. So if you in that relationship with the narcissist, don't you think you got a damn good story to tell folks? Look, let me show you something. I wrote this book, right? It's called The Gift of Discomfort, How Discomfort is the Fire That Forges Character and Unlocks Hidden Strength. When I wrote this book, folks, when I wrote it, that was me all day long. We have it in us. This doesn't make me better than anybody else. I just took what I had on the inside and put it right here. Now it's for the world. Folks, we have to, look, we got to get out that mindset that a person comes in your life to punish you. It doesn't. It serves a lesson. Are you doing God's bidding? Are you doing the universe's bidding? Are you learning universal laws? Man-made laws can be broken all day. They can change them in a minute, but you cannot change the universal laws. The 7 Hermetic principles, you can't change them. The principle of correspondence, as above, so below, true statement. The principle of mentalism, think about it. You can't have testimony on the test. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Let's think about something. Let's think about the law of mentalism. Folks, this iPad right here was a thought. This was a thought. Yep, this is a thought. Everything begins with a thought. The law of mentalism. You thought your way into that relationship. Man, how can I get that person to like me better? How can I get that person in the bed? How can I get that? You thought it up and it materialized. Think your way out of that situation. How can I get my butt up out of here? And how can I grow? We don't use the tool that God gave us. We don't use this light source that's right here. Because intuitively, you felt it was wrong. But if you're a man and you seen her or you seen him, and you like, you know what, boy, it look good, I got to have that. Guess what? Hook, line, and sinker. Folks, I'm trying to tell you, you can think your way out of anything. But we don't sit down there and take the time to think our way out of anything. What we do, we want to sit right there. And then we want to call everything so bad. Folks, let me ask you something. Where does good and bad begin at? Like, there's a light switch? No, you don't know. It's just on which axis the pole is on. Nature always finds a way to balance itself out. So why do you think that if you're on any kind of journey, they always talk about harmony, balance, harmony, balance? Why? Most of us are walking around this world right now and we are so unbalanced. Even if you're on a health journey, pay attention. If you're on a health journey, they talking about, oh man, I'm plant-based, I'm vegan, or heck with that, I'm eating everything on earth. Folks, listen to me. I've been all of them. And I do my vegan and plant-based lifestyle. But let me tell you something. And just pay attention how I'm gonna put this. Tony Robbins said one thing that was great. Are you eating stuff that cleanse you or clog you? So the last time I heard meat and all that stuff It ain't like it's castor oil, like it just running through your body. It ain't like it's grapes or oranges and stuff. But we would sit down there and be like, man, I got to have my meat every day. Folks, let me tell you something. When I went on my health journey and I started letting go a lot of stuff that I was eating, I could see and feel the difference. Folks, there's 3 portals to the soul that I talk about all the time. What you listen to, what you eat, and what you see. You want better for yourself. Why don't you start exercising those 3 portals to the soul? We don't do that. But we will jump on a title in a second because society teaches us about titles. The more titles, the better off you are. No. Folks, let me tell you something. When I came out of my marriage in January of 2022, and most beautiful woman in the world, most beautiful soul in the world, when I came out of there and I went through it, folks, everything that I did not have, I have now. Materialistically. Folks, don't get caught up thinking that materialistic items make you who you are. You can have them today, they can be gone tomorrow. But what you got inside you, don't leave. Why are you still holding on to the narcissist? Why are you still holding on to that narcissist? When you sit down and you have the power to create the life that you want, create the person that you want. When you got that desire to be better, you will be better. If you don't have the desire, you're going to sit right there and wither away and you're going to die right there. Because we all going to die. We're not going to be here. Tomorrow is not promises. Live today as if it's your last day on earth. But we don't want to think about like, we don't want to think like that. We don't want to think today is our last day. We don't want to live today in total peace and harmony. Because we hold on to crap and crud inside of us, i.e. the narcissist. And you ask yourself, why am I with the narcissist attracted you just like it just went both ways. You can sit down there, oh man, I attracted the narcissist. The narcissist will attract you also. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Because you might have the good heart, you might have the love, the attention and everything. The narcissist needs that. But you also need to learn from the narcissist. Learn to set up the barriers. Learn to love yourself. I gave them everything. Okay, give it to you. I used to do it. I used to take them everywhere. Okay, take yourself there. That's all you got to do. But we don't think that way. We much rather stay in misery than to go search for peace. And the peace is not outside of you. Oh, let me get on this one. Folks, stop thinking that everything, the happiness is outside of you. It is not outside of you. All your happiness is within you. Pay attention. The happiness you seek is within you. You need to go in and start peeling back the layers of the onions. Stop hiding behind a title. A title will not protect you from you. Stop sitting there thinking, well, I'm going to cut off all these people. And you don't take the time to cut your doggone self off because you made the choice to be with them. You signed the contract. You married them. You slept with them in the bed. You did whatever you did with that narcissist and vice versa. You did it. That was a choice. Now choice your way up out the situation. I'm going to say it again. Choice your way up out the situation. Oh, it's too hard. Is it? You talking to a man who have started off 100,000 times. Look, I had the apartment with no furniture at one time. Blow up mattress. Believe you me, I know what starting over looks like. But let me tell you how great and how good the universe, God, association, whoever you give reverence to, is going to ensure that you hear what's coming for you. Folks, I ran from me. I did not want to see no versions of me. When I bought my house in Louisiana, man, my hometown was 30 minutes away. I was always in my hometown 30 minutes away, going to the beach, doing whatever. Till the universe, God, source, energy, I'm going to put it like that, shut my money down. I had no choice but to go 5 minutes in each direction. You can go to the gym, you can go to the grocery store, you can go back home. Boy, that's a hint and a half of your tailbone that the universe trying to work with you so that you can see you. And when I came back here to the great state of Texas, I was by myself. Folks, You're going to be put in a situation where you have to see yourself. But we are so afraid of ourselves, because guess what we do? As soon as we come out of that relationship, you go get with somebody else. You ain't healed. You're a walking pandemic. And I said it. You're a walking pandemic. Take the time to heal. Men, women, pay attention. Don't expel your seed. Folks, we all going to have issues when it comes down to semen retention. I got it. Hey, man, lust is a monster when you are on a journey. It is. Because social media going to put it right there front and center. I don't care if your algorithm got every page of the Bible. Sometime, somehow, boom. That big butt girl, that big boulder shoulder, six-pack dude, what they call that, sweatpants season, I don't even know what they call that. It's going to be right there. We always going to get tested. But you get the test before you get the lesson. You ain't got no time to study. But if you fail the test, have grace with yourself to say, you know what? I am human. Yes, we are spiritual beings occupying a physical body. This avatar, the body that holds the trauma in you. I'm going to say it again because some of you don't know it. Your body holds trauma. It does. So, folks, if you want to release those traumas, start tapping in. Start doing the work. Write it out. Some of the stuff is painful. Some people have been molested as kids. And it's the dark side of a lot of stuff, and they cannot bring it out. But guess what? It scars you till this day. It scars you till this day. We have young girls and boys who have been molested as kids by family members. And it affects them till this day because they will not do the work, because the work is very painful. But folks, in the pain is where your growth is at. You ain't gonna never learn nothing when it's easy. Everything is the journey. How did you learn to heal? Where did you start? Somebody has been through what you're going through. Somebody's going through what you've been through. That's why I always say a painful story is the best story. If you sit there all day and you duck, dodge, and hide, you're going to always keep all this crap building up inside of you. And then you're wondering why you're on high blood pressure medicine. You're on diabetes medicine. You sit down there and you got to go in and out of the hospital because they got to give you XYZ pamphlets telling you how to eat right. When you start loving on you and you see the best version of you, you're going to start doing the work. But are we taught to love ourselves? Folks, I was never taught to love myself. My mom did the best at what she can do. My dad was out there in the streets chasing them all down. I grew up in that household where, hey, you're going to be just like your daddy. Funny story, you want to hear something? When my dad passed away, August 22nd, matter of fact, his funeral was August 22nd. I think that was August of 2011. I'm sitting there, I'm in the funeral home with my dad. Matter of fact, let me back it up. I'm there, we're trying to prep him, get him ready, because I finally made it home because I was stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas. And the two older gentlemen, I'm with my brother, they sitting down there and they laughing and joking. They looked at me and said, hey, you Leo Gregoire's son. I said, yes, sir. You gonna continue carrying the torch? I sat back and said, no, I don't want to carry the torch. I was carrying the torch right then and there because I was no good from the rooter to the tutor. I'm sitting in the funeral home. My dad's body is right there. Folks, 3 of his girlfriends walked in there. I'm like, what in the good? And it wasn't the one he was living with. 3 separate ones. Folks, this is what I'm trying to tell you, folks. You do not have to live the life of your parents. You don't. But that was my storyline right there. That was my storyline. And I said it in one of these lives. If you sit back and you hold that trauma, your kids absorb that trauma. So if you sit back and you're always talking bad about a narcissistic man or an imp, whatever it is, your kids absorb that. I say it again, a baby is not born a narcissist. A baby is not born a liar. A baby is born as a baby coming in. They learn it in the narcissistic family. Stop sitting down thinking that you always got to do what family do. And folks, I am jumping my tail around on everything today. But we sit down there and we stay in this mindset that it never happened. Like it's all of a sudden proof you're a narcissist. No, folks. No. Don't think that. Don't think that. Like again, you might be the one that's tagged where you got to heal all the wounds of all the narcissists and all the craziness from previous lifetimes. At the end of the day, it's you. You made the choice. Stop sitting down there getting all these social media channels, trying to find somebody or someone to make you feel good because of the choice that you made. You choose to be with the narcissist. And it wasn't by accident, because there's no such thing as accident. There was no such thing as coincidence. It was supposed to happen. And when it happened, now the lessons. Learn it. Yeah, they sat down there and they were talking all good. I was a master manipulator. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna sit down and tell you everything you want to hear. Don't be in and out of a relationship. Oh man, that's what he ain't doing, I'm doing. Oh, he ain't texting you in the morning saying how you doing. Y'all hit the button like it's speaking, touch the screen, hit like screen. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Sabrina. But folks, that's what I'm here to tell you. I was that guy. I'm telling you I was that guy. Don't let you have 3 kids. I could care less how many kids you got. I only wanted one thing, and that was sex. And I was zeroed in. If I got to sit down there and take little Tommy, little Bobby, whoever, and teach them how to play football, teach them how to fish, teach them how to cook, that's what I was doing. I was the master manipulator, folks. You're going to get that good morning text. You're going to get that how you doing in the afternoon. You're going to get that good night text. And folks, don't think it's just with men, because we have female narcissists also. But it's more so on the male side. Yes, I've done the research, because I can't sit down here and talk about something and not know a little something about them. Yes, we have different levels and different types of narcissists. The worst being the malignant narcissist. The one that will beat up on you or try to hurt you. That really don't care. Want to control you. At the end of the day, folks, you choose yourself in that situation. Choose yourself out. Why are you choosing to be part of the pity parties? You do not have to be part of pity party. Don't sit down there and start putting labels on yourself. Well, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. Okay, empath, go heal. The path of the empath is right down Narcissist Avenue. There ain't going to be too many. You're not going to find too many empaths who have not dealt with a narcissist. God, universe, source, and whoever you give reverence to is going to put that narcissist there because that's something you need to learn. Empaths have a shadow. They got a dark side. They may not have done all the healing work. Or, well, I'm healed now. No. And any empath that want to challenge me on this, feel free. We can dialogue. You can follow me for more. You can watch the videos. You can come on the live. I have no issue with that. But I'm here to tell you, the empath attracted the narcissist. Hurt people hurt people. Why is the narcissist a hurt person? Look at the inner child. Okay, empath, don't you have to heal the inner child also? Stop sitting there and thinking, well, I'm already done with healing. No, you're not. And you wonder why you got the narcissist. Folks, pay attention. I'm not talking nothing that I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I walk the walk. I talk the talk. And I've been down this street. That's why I can give you the testimony right now. Yes, I was in a narcissistic relationship. Many of them. Couldn't see them. The last one I did because I knew I attracted me. Let's talk about the law of attraction. Now, folks, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Because this one is going to be kind of crazy. You're going to attract who you are and not what you want. You're going to attract who you are and not what you want. Now, who are you at the inner soul level, right? Is what you're going to attract. Your soul, universe, God, source, energy, is going to put someone in your life to highlight all the aspects of you. That person reminds me of such and such. Okay, you need to go do some work. That person triggered me. You need to go do some work. Again, I did not come into being, having an understand over whatever stand you want to be on about narcissism until I had to be ID'd as a narcissist. No, folks, I didn't go sit in no clinician's office. I ain't go see no therapist. Didn't happen. I worked with the universe, God, source energy, my ancestors, because I knew in the spirit, in the spiritual, beautiful sister who man, look, one day, hey, look, when her and I had teamed up, we was at it within 2 weeks. We was at it, arguing. You a narcissist, you a narcissist, you a narcissist, you a narcissist. I ain't want to take her word for it because any narcissists are not going to admit they're a narcissist. But for me, I've always strived to want to heal myself, not be perfectionist. Because I was trying to be perfect. Nah, I had to throw that away. It can't be perfect. It took me to call my spiritual sister. Am I a narcissist? Hell yeah, boy. Get off my phone. Boom. Talk to my daughter. Hey, am I a narcissist? Yeah, Daddy, you're a narcissist. Boom. Confirmation after confirmation. I didn't start doing the work until I got to my office. I started looking up what a narcissist is because I really didn't know. Again, we don't really know what the narcissist is until I start looking up what's a narcissist, what are traits, characteristics. Oh, Leo, you shoot 10 of them, you got 9 of them. Time to go to work. That's all you got to do is go to work, folks. If you sitting there, why am I in an abusive relationship? You can go on Google and ask that question. So if you got the free version of ChatGPT, there's your start right there. All you got to do is start. Why am I in an abusive relationship? Why am I with this narcissist? Can you tell me why? Chat gonna lay it all out for you. Why don't you, matter of fact, let's make it even better. You go to church, go talk to the preacher. He might know something. The reverend, whoever you talk to, spirit, whatever you talk to. The prophet, or whatever you talk to. They gonna know a little something about it. Your best answer is gonna come from within. Your best answer is gonna come from within. And when you have an understand, whatever stand we working with today, you're gonna know that it's there for you for your benefit. Everything you've been through in life, you have always come on top of it. You've always exceeded it. You learn how to ride a bike, she became a professional bike rider. You learn how to drive a car, to now you bending corners like it ain't nothing. You had to prepare for that interview, for that job. We've always overcame something, so why can't you overcome being with a narcissist? Because guess what? We're too scared to start from the bottom, and sometimes God wants you at the bottom. God needs you to lose all the old stuff so you can get the good stuff. Oh, I'm going to say that one again. God, let's say God, universe, source, energy, omnipotent, whoever you give reference to, will shake your tree up so much to take everything from you because they need to bring in the new stuff for you. The new and improved, the better stuff. You ain't got to stay stuck onto the old stuff. Look, big old truck out there. Shh. There's always one better. Big old house. There's always one better. Do you get where I'm coming from? Nothing is permanent, folks. And I don't want to say this. It's going to sound cold. None of us in a physical sense is permanent. This body is going to go. It ain't going to stay around much longer. All this right here, Walmart don't even sell it no more, so I'm stuck with it. That's just what it is. And the more you see, folks, if you even look at the growth of AI, I look at the Matrix 24/7. And back in 99, when the Matrix came out, they were talking about artificial intelligence back then. Now look where it's at right now. Some folks may say, oh man, that's the devil. Folk, come on now. We really got to go down that direction. Everything, state of mind. Everything, state of mind. Come on, folks. We got to stop being prehistoric. Stop staying in the past and get with what's going on right now in the future. And right now, if you sitting there, you in that narcissist relationship and you too scared to walk away, that's a you issue. I don't care if they take all your money. Let them. How many people that you done seen that's famous that have nothing? They had nothing. I mean, what? Tyler Perry lived in the car. Look at Tyler Perry now. Steve Harvey slept in the car. Look at Steve Harvey. Oprah Winfrey, who got, told she couldn't be a talk show or whatever she was. Look at her now. Jeff Bezos started Amazon. in a garage. A garage, folks. Look where they at now. Choices that we make. Choices that we make. The lady that wrote Harry Potter, how many times she got refused? Look at her now. What's my man? Don't even put an age on it, because now you look at the man for KFC. I always use KFC. 65. Look at all that he lost. And at 65, because he can scuff up some chicken right quick. Look at that. Why we sit down there and we stay stuck when we know we have everything within us? Folks, let me tell you something. And I'm going to say it right here. You can be a life coach. That's easy. You can be a transformation coach. That's easy. No, the hard part was the journey to get to it. The class itself, what, 2 months, 3 months? It's the journey to be able to talk it real time. I'm not sitting there pop open a book. Well, I'm going to read this to you. No. Talk from the experience. You can do it. You don't need a college degree to write a book. You don't need it. Couple AI tools and you all over it. You got ChatGPT, you got Canva, you got it. You got Fiverr, you got it. What makes me different from you? Body shape maybe, skin color. How many of y'all walk in the power of I am? How many of you walk in your power of I am? How many of you decided, all right, I'm going to give me a vision board. A vision board don't cost that much. I got a poster board right there for $1.97 at Walmart. Start writing, Leo. Start writing. Start writing. How many of you working on you every day versus staying in the pity parties versus sitting there being succumbed to social media that's got you so bitter thinking that you got to dislike every person who's a narcissist, and yet still you so focused on the hatred and the cruel and all the bad stuff that happened to you in life versus sitting there making yourself 1% better every day. Versus let it go. Let it go. Why not just let it go? Why still harbor the anger? Why sit there and wish cruelty on somebody? Because folks, whatever you think is going to come into fruition. But I'm going to tell you something I learned. What you wish on someone else, you actually wishing it upon yourself. You better pay attention to what I just said on that one. If Leo going to tell you anything this morning, anything that you put and you sit there and you point out, you pointing at yourself. Oh, I wish this happened to him. Oh, that's about to come back your direction. The law of cause and effect, karma. You put bad out there, bad coming back. You put good out there, good coming back. That's just what it is. Folks, sometimes this stuff is so doggone easy. It's crazy. You put the bad thought out there, the bad coming back at you. I promise you that. You ain't got to believe me. You can sit down there and go, the bad you put out there is coming back at you. It's coming back. You can't duck it. You can't hide it. What the subconscious mind accepts, the subconscious mind don't care what it accepts. Because once you put it out there, the subconscious mind like, okay, that's legit. We got to make sure we talk with the higher ups. We got to get that into action. Pay attention. I'm going to give you a gem. You want to learn anything about your subconscious mind? There's a book, Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Go get that book. And for all you women, oh, I'm divine feminine. You got masculine in you also. Folks, even though we live in duality, we got right hand, we got left hand. Right leg, left leg. Right side brain, left side brain. One logical, one intuitive. Divine masculine, divine feminine. We all got it within us. Why? All goes back to oneness, folks. It all stems back to oneness. It all stems back to finding the balance. So, folks, I'm here to tell you. I went on a rant today. I really didn't hit nothing hardcore like I usually do. But, folks, look, I'm trying to tell you something, man. Look, we get to a point in this lifetime where everything is starting to change. I'm not talking about in the physical. I'm talking about even in the spiritual. I'm talking everything is changing. But folks, if you sit there and you still stuck in old thought processes, if you still stuck in I'm this, I'm that, I'm an old soul, I'm this, you got a problem. You need to evolve. Evolve, evolve, evolve. You're not here to stay stuck. You're here to evolve, learn the lessons, grow. You're not here. I can sit here all day and say, man, you know, I'm 57. Heck no, I'm beautiful. I'm young. The government age is 57, but I'm 25 all day long because I'm beautiful. I know this because I'm happy, joyous, and free. I'm loving, kind, harmonious, and peaceful. The power of I am. Folks, start getting your I ams together. I am strong. I am beautiful. I'm happy. I'm joyous. I'm one with the universe. I'm abundant. I am. What you put at the other side of I am is that's it. So, folks, look, I'm going to get ready to close the session, all right? But I'm here to tell you, because I was up half the night, man. It seemed like I was just getting most stuff in my head, man, and start learning. I started learning some new stuff. But, folks, I'm here to tell you, look, this is not a difficult life. Don't make it difficult. Let go. You never see a tree try to hold on to its leaves. The tree knows I'm going to get some brand new ones come spring. You never see a tree eat its own fruits. The tree know I'm going to grow new fruits. You never see a river stop flowing. It's always in a constant flow, ebb and flow, the law of rhythm. Folks, learn to flow with life. Don't become rigid. Don't try to control life. I'm glad I stumped upon your page. Hey, Sabrina, follow brother, follow brother, follow brother. I got a whole lot more. I got nothing but energy. But folks, before I leave, I'm gonna leave you with this. We can get stuck in our mindset because we trying to just do us. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. One of the greatest rewards that you will ever see in life, and I see it, is the gift of what you give others. We all have a divine gift. I don't care if somebody say they're an empath, I'm clairvoyant, I got this. We all have these. We all have all these gifts. We all have it. No, look, because someone is awakening or somebody's deciding, and all this is happening, we all have it. Some of us just don't think it's possible. But anything is possible because we are limitless beings. We are powerful beyond belief. Let me help you, folks. I am a powerful being. I am powerful beyond belief. That's an affirmation for you. I say it all the time. All is well. Everything's working out for my highest good. And out of each experience I go through, only good can come to me. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. Folks, I'm happy. I'm glad y'all jumped on with me. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I got to hurry up, put my clothes on because I got to get out here in these woods because Mother Nature be calling my name. That's my old girl. I got to get out there, my old girl. Me and Mother Nature always got this day. Folks, y'all have a good one. Troy Bell, I appreciate you jumping on in. Folks, follow me for more. Follow me for more. And guess what? Wednesday morning, what's this Wednesday? Friday morning, we live and direct again, 6 a.m. Y'all have a good one.